How many of you have to-do lists? How many of you have multiple to-do lists? How many of you have sticky notes to amend the to-do list on the to-do list? How many of you write things on your to-do list on the bottom because you did it and it wasn't on your list, but you really want to scratch it off? Okay. How many of you are writing a list right now while I am speaking? Okay. I am guilty of that one. Like someone's speaking and all this stuff's going through my head. I'm like, all right. So, do it, delegate it, dump it is how you manage that to-do list. I'm going to reference Sandra Yancey, our founder and CEO here. I'm starting to adopt it as my own, but I still feel like I have to give her credit. You have got to do the things that only you can do. Do the things that only you can do. Those are your do-its. So when you go and you look at that to-do list, you highlight or star or whatever the things that only you can do. When you write that to-do list, there's going to be a bunch of things on there that someone else can do. This is one of the people I love most in the world. I love you too. For many reasons, but one of the big reasons is that she is my virtual assistant, my virtual marketer. She manages my CRM. Yesterday I spoke at another event. I took pictures of the information cards because people wanted to connect with me further, and she had them entered in and had their first email on its way by the time I left the event. I had an email from her that was done. I lined them up, took a picture, sent them to her, and she said, done. Delegate. So many things you can delegate. When I first started my business, I will tell you, I was networking like a madwoman. Those of you who know me know I was everywhere. I was all over Denver and Colorado Springs, up and down the Front Range at every networking event you can imagine. Do you know how many business cards I had? Oh my gosh. But I was starting my business. I was so busy doing the thing, getting my face out there, rebranding, making people know that I was something different now and that they needed to know me on that level. I didn't have time to put the business cards into the CRM. So, how many of you have stacks and stacks and stacks of business cards? Or a box full of them, or whatever? You have so many business cards, you have several piles all over your house, you don't even know where they all are. So, I hired a high school girl. I took 15 minutes, trained her how to log in and put information in. It took her 6 hours to put those cards in. 6 hours, that would have been my time. I paid her $10 an hour. Was it worth my $60? Yeah. How many of you have people who are, they might be taller but younger than you, who live in your house, who might have some ability to do some things for you for cheap, cheap, cheap labor? Okay? Use them. How many of you have a significant other that you live with or that is nearby or whatever? I have a little information for you. They can grocery shop. They can. I will tell you this, I have gotten really specific with my grocery lists. Like, this is the type of bread you need to buy, and this is what the packaging looks like. It's green. You know, instead of sending him to the store with the list and then him coming home and then I'm saying, why would you buy that brand of that? And he's like, well, it's cheaper. Well, it's not the same, you know? So just get specific. If you don't have a significant other, there's this great curbside pickup now. You can order your groceries, pay for them, and I think it saves you money and time because you're not walking up and down the aisles buying stuff you didn't really want because you're hungry and it looked good, right? So there's those ways to delegate that don't cost you anything or cost you little. And as you grow, you can have that grow. Then the dump its. These are the tough ones. It's hard to just let something go off your list. Is it really that important? How many of you have things that just keep moving day to day to day or month to month to month to month to month? Oh, I still haven't done that. Still haven't done that. I still haven't done that. God, I still haven't done that. Get it off there. Is it really that important if it keeps moving? Dump it. Or delegate it. And dumping doesn't have to necessarily be that it goes away forever. Maybe it doesn't need to be done now. So I'm just going to move it to April 13th. Put it on the calendar. Give it a time. I'm doing that on April 13th at 11:30 a.m. That's when I'm doing that. Now it's not on my list anymore. It's in my calendar. If something is on your dump it list or on your to-do list for 3 days running, it needs to be dumped, it needs to be delegated, or it needs to be done. And if it needs to be done and you're the only one who can do it, put it in there. And that moves me into the second thing. The first tip was do it, delegate it, dump it. 3 Ds, don't forget them.